40,000 or so enrolled kids in the district, and of those, 24,000 or so ride our buses. Right now we have 316 routed buses that run a regular route every day. We have a 3-tier system, so that means most of our buses run for 3 different schools every day. All of our buses are equipped with Seon video systems. In Florida, all but 2 districts have their own fleet of buses. There's only a couple that use contractors. So here, all of our buses are district owned. I would consider us a very advanced district as far as technology goes. In a lot of cases, I guess I'm what you would call an early adopter. We do try to get the best in class of every available piece of equipment that's out there. If there's something new that we really think will make a difference, we're glad to pilot those kind of things. So we bought our first Seon units in 2006, and we've been buying them ever since then. We just went to Wi-Fi last year, which has been a huge benefit to us. Well, the HD is definitely another level. It's so much clearer. We're changing where our cameras are placed. We're going to the side-to-side placement so that the high back seat is no longer going to be an obstruction for the camera. We can see what the kids are doing down in the seat and not just looking over the tops from the front of the rear. So we're looking forward to having that capability very soon. The best thing I would advise is don't just sit back and not do anything. If you can implement everything at once, take it as you can, as you can get the funding for it. Do as many as you can, as often as you can, and eventually you'll be there. It took us a while to get to where every bus had a good working system on it, but we're there now, and we're going to keep it that way. It actually is a great thing. Our drivers love it because it protects them. So many times it's exonerated a driver that gets accused of wrongdoing, and our drivers know that because we make it a point to go back and show them and tell them, so it's not seen by them as a big brother is watching you. It's seen as how I need, they want their camera working because they know how it protects them as much as it does everyone else. So with our wireless system, the feedback we've gotten from our area managers and our security staff is that they love it. They no longer have to go out and swap those hard drives manually. They can perform those operations right from their desk as soon as they get notified that there's an issue and that they need a video from a bus. Once the buses came in and the information is downloaded, and then they can process it and send it straight to the school or whoever it is that needs it. So one of the situations I can recall is where we were looking at a video. The bus was approaching a bus stop, and one child came up behind another child and shoved her out into the street right in front of the bus. On our newer buses, we have a forward-facing high-definition camera. It caught that, and it's really scary to watch, but it's a great video to show kids and say, look, you can't do this kind of stuff because somebody's going to get seriously hurt or worse. A couple of instances where we've been involved in accidents where a driver approached an intersection, did not stop for the stop sign. And of course the claim is from the other side is that they stopped, but that forward-facing camera again doesn't lie. So we were able to show that the person came right up and smacked the side of the bus, whereas we wouldn't have had that data if we didn't have the forward-facing camera. Sadly, we had a bus accident back in 2012 where one of our students was killed. It was a catastrophic accident. The bus was struck in the side by a tractor trailer. It literally flipped the bus around 180 degrees. It was a huge impact on the bus. The bus was equipped with a Seon video system. The system did what it was supposed to do. It remained on through the accident and for the 10 minutes afterwards that we've programmed it to do. We were able to see the driver's actions from the school when he loaded all the way up to the point of the accident to determine that he was not distracted. There was not anything out of the ordinary going on. The NTSB investigated the accident, and as a result of having the video, came out with its own study on cameras on school buses based on our video, a Seon video, and has recommended that all school buses, as well as transit buses and other buses, have onboard video systems. Well, we like Seon because their hardware is very durable. We don't have a lot of maintenance cost involved with it. They have a great warranty, and that's why it's so important to have a dependable vendor, because if you have failures, you lose credibility with your schools or your drivers or the public for that matter. Most of Florida uses Sayon already. When directors are talking about one another, we have the same kind of systems, the same kind of software. So when we're talking about what we're involved with, everybody knows what you're talking about. So what we're looking at next with Sayon is most likely the newest version of the cameras, a lot wider angle than the ones we're using now. So we may actually be able to use less cameras to capture more of a field of view. So in Florida, as well as across the country, one of the biggest problems in school transportation is motorists not observing the stop arms and running those stop arms and putting children in harm's way. So the new predictive stop arm solution is something that we're looking at as just an added level of security for that, where it will actually tell the kids with an audible signal not to cross the road when it senses that a car is not stopping for the stop arm. So it's a really important device that we hope will make the ride safer for our students. We're definitely interested in that, and we'll continue to look for ways to be the safest we possibly can.